It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and let's have a look at Eastern Eyre Football Grand Finals from last weekend. And joining us on the line, he was there at Cleve to have a look at them. Jarrad Sampson is back with us for one last time this year. Sambo, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Footy's done. What a year it's been, eh?
What a year it's been. Go back to this time last year, and things were a lot different, weren't they?
Yeah, it's funny. You look back 7 months, mate. It's never thought would have been in this position, but yeah, glad the first one's out the way, and yeah, it's been despite the rocky start, it's been an enjoyable year.
Well, the Ports Footy Club have got a bit to celebrate, and we will get to that, but we need to start at the beginning from Grand Final Day at Cleve. Good to see the Cleve club rooms up and working and back to normal there, and they had a bit to celebrate themselves to start off with on Grand Final Day. 3 of 4 teams in, and it started with the Junior Colts, who accounted for Kimber fairly comfortably in the end, 7-9-51, Kimber Districts 2-1-13.
Yeah, team to beat all year, mate, and yeah, opened up the day quite well for the home hosting side. Young Cooper Allen just capped off an absolutely outstanding year, mate, with the best on ground in the grand final to go with his under-12s medal for the year. So, outstanding season from Cooper and, yeah, great reward for his efforts. So, yeah, as throughout the year, mate, Rangers just too good. Reward for effort for the team to beat all year.
Well done, young man. And also should mention Kobe Jenner, who booted 3 goals. And I think it's Archie Schubert, who was named in the best as well. Some familiar names there for the Rangers faithful. Of course, for Kimber, Jackson Yates has been fairly prominent all year. He was in the best and kicked a goal as well, along with young Lucas Eates. Much the same in the Senior Colts Grand Final, except an even more comfortable margin. They took on Ports here, the Eastern Rangers, and they jumped them in the first quarter, led by 5 goals at half-time, and it only got worse for Ports from there.
I was way off the money with the tip for this game, mate. So, yeah, it surprised me the margin at the end, but Rangers, they're just too good all day. Zane Credenden played an outstanding game in the midfield and controlled the game. So, yeah, they just got on top of them early and kicked away with it. So, yeah, unfortunate for the Ports boys, they couldn't quite ride the wave that they'd brought throughout the season, throughout the finals. They had good first then in a prelim win, but yeah, obviously it all caught up with them. Rangers fresh, but probably hungry, to have some success. So had only got the 2 games of the year as well. So, yeah, much like their junior Colts, very deserving of their premiership. And, yeah, very good collection. He's done a good job coaching the boys this year, and he's a very proud coach by the end of the day.
Bailey Matters as well, should mention him. He booted 6 goals in the grand final for Eastern Rangers. So he had a day out, one of many Rangers who did. And things turned on their heads here. We had the undefeated Eastern Rangers in the reserves taking on Ports. Now, it happens, but when you're undefeated for the year and you go into grand final day and get beat, not a lot of consolation for these folks, particularly when it was the Rangers this time around who didn't have their A grade in. Ports had their A grade in and still were good enough to win in a low-scoring contest, 5-7-37 to the Rangers, 4-1-25.
The doctor kicked in and the wind picked up, mate. So typical day in Cleve, it was blowing a gale. But yeah, Rangers sat top all year in the B grade and fell come final. So got the second team of the Ports and then the grand final as well. So I'm not sure if that's probably their only 2 losses for the last 5 years or so. They've won, I think it was 4 or 5 in a row in the B grade. So tracking along for another one, but yeah, I suppose it was a sign of things to come, wasn't it? Ports are up and about and hungry. They opened up well, kicked with the breeze, but then probably the telling part was in the second quarter kicking into the win, they outscored Rangers quite comfortably. So Brad Waite was exceptional all day. Real hunger amongst the Ports boys and thoroughly deserved the win because they're definitely the better team on the day.
There's no doubt that would have inspired their A-grade boys who went out to take on Kimber Districts, who were, I guess, they started favourites, Kimber Districts. There's no two ways about that. Port's led by a couple of goals at quarter time, and try as they might, Kimber Districts just could not reel that in for the rest of the day.
No, it was an absolute belter of a game of football, mate. Really enjoyed watching this. Kimber deservingly went in as favourites, and as we discussed this last week, if they could have put Ports away early, that would have gone a long way. But if Ports were still with them at three-quarter time, Ports were probably the favourite to win. And well, they were in front right from the get-go. Ports, they were up and about early, got on the board pretty quickly, and Districts just couldn't pull them back. The Tiger boys tried hard, but Ports were just riding the momentum of the B grade in particular. They're hungry, and to me, watching the game, it was definitely Ports were the hungrier team out there, mate. They're desperate for the win, and I think when Sid Masters kicked their third goal of the first quarter from about 60 out in front of the coach's box, mate, they're up and about, and that was a sign of things to come. So, terrific game of footy, but very, very deserving with their win. Ports, they're definitely the team of the day, and Bobby Rack and Alex Bryce exceptional throughout the day. Particularly big Bobby, he just put the team on his shoulders and carried him across the line. And fittingly, when the final siren fell, mate, the ball just happened to be in his hands. So great game of footy, but fitting result for the game as well.
All right. Now, I believe on the weekend you wrapped up the Central Eyre United season as well. Give us some of the details of the trophy winners that you can remember off the top of your head from what was the season wrap-up.
So we had a wind-up on Sunday, mate. Got it out the way, and like the rest of the year, we thought we had sunshine 1 minute, then it was raining the next. So, nice, odd, cold, wintry day. But, Corey Waters capped off an outstanding season with our best and fairest, mate. Clear winner for us. He's had a tremendous year, and really enjoyed the challenge of being in the new league with a high standard of footy. So looking forward to seeing where his footy can go next year. And Hayden Heath was our runner-up, best and fairest. So again, the two of them have outstanding years, both in the Eastern Eyre team of the year. So great reward for them. And it was a good day. Good to have close to 300 odd people at the park for the wind-up, mate. So good way to cap off the season.
Perfect. All right. That seems like a great place to wrap it up for this week and for the season. Central Eyre United, I'm sure, will be back bigger and better next year. Any big recruits that we need to know about before we sign off?
No, not yet, mate.
Not yet?
We might just hold a few close to the chest and wait for them to finish their other footy, perhaps. So
fair enough.
Looking forward to the challenge next year. It'll be good to have Remy North back, actually, though. He's someone who missed this year and desperate to get out there. So, hopefully his knee's all good and the ACL repair does its job. And, he'll be like a recruit, but essentially just someone who missed the year through injury. So, really looking at what he can bring next year.
All right. Well, thanks again, Sambo, for all of your input into the show this year, mate. It's been great chatting with you, and I look forward to doing it again next year. And good luck to your Central Eyre United Storm for season 2022. Enjoy the summer break, mate.
Cheers, mate. Hopefully fish vibing.